It is January 4th, 2019. Happy birthday to my mother. Um, where on earth did we get the idea that it has to be all or nothing? I think that's where a lot of hiccups happen, is because we're going at it and we're doing really well, and then all of a sudden we slip, whether that's slip with choices we've made with our food, or slip with choices of not going to the gym, or slip with not drinking water, or who knows. But where did that idea come from? That it has to be all or nothing? No, it doesn't. Because life is fluid and it just happens around us, and sometimes we can't do the things we're going to do, or we couldn't do them in the way we wanted to do them. It's not all or nothing. But I think somehow my brain got back into that it was all or nothing. And since I wasn't succeeding in some things, I was just not going to succeed in anything, which is kind of silly, especially because I was thinking about it today. I think there's this fear of being successful. Isn't that what we want? Isn't that the goal that we're looking for? But there's this fear that I'll be successful because up until this point, even with all my weight loss in the past and ups and downs, that's exactly it. There's been ups and downs because life is fluid. And I've not been successful with the weight loss. Now, what I mean by that is I've not been successful in keeping it off. I've not been successful in that maintaining it part. And I think I'm afraid to be successful because I don't know what to do with it. But in reality, you build those steps along the way to keep you and make you successful. It's not something that just suddenly happens. It's not something that you wake up and poof, you've arrived. Or we would all have arrived in whatever goals we were seeking. And that's just not how it is it? If you're one of those people that's out there just starting the gym or starting something new because it's New Year's, I applaud you. And if you're the people who've been doing it for years and you've got a grip on your routine, I applaud you. And if we all work together and if we all walk through this side by side, we're going to get a lot further. And things aren't always what they seem to be. The person that seems to be staring you at the gym, they might not be judging you. They might be thinking, dang it, she's working hard. Or they might be thinking, oh, I really should talk to her. Or they might be judging you. And it happens. That's a part of it too. It's a very public journey. But whether I made it public or not on YouTube and Facebook, it was still going to be a public journey because I live not in a bubble. I live as a mom and I live as a person doing things and being out in public. It's a great conversation starter too. I'm not seeking a certain number on a scale. I'm seeking to successfully be a healthy me. People pick words for their year, and last year my focus was really and in this journey is to seek after and become the most authentic version of myself. Authenticity is still my goal. I think this year my focus, even more keyed in and tuned in, is honesty. Being honest with myself. In the good ways and the bad ways. In honest with myself and applauding efforts where they need applauded and correcting things where they need corrected. And not letting it slide. It's not like we can suddenly just have somebody who will do that for us, who will not let you slide. You can have people who can try, but ultimately you're still going to do it. Perfect example, my aunt texted me last week wanting to know if I was okay because she hadn't heard from me, and realized that sometimes, even though I'm the encourager most of the time, that sometimes I need encouragement. And I just didn't answer her. I just chose not to answer. Actually, I cried when I read the message, and then I chose not to answer. So be honest with yourself. Be honest with those good things and with those other things. They're not bad things. They're just things. Don't give weight of good and bad to them. Be honest with the things where you're succeeding. Be honest with the things where there's room for improvement. And here's a hint, there's always room for improvement.